welcome to Conquering Mount Scrapmore with Brenda. I'm Brenda, and we're here with another episode of Mini Monday. Now, I haven't laid the block out for you, but it's a double X, and it's a real fun, simple, beginner-friendly block to learn how to do. Now, this one's going to be a 6-inch finished or 6.5-inch unfinished. But first, let's do our shout-outs because this is going to be such a cute little one. Now, Nora from Mostly Quilts and Barbara at the Bondi Quilter. Both of those channels are having fun and just doing all sorts of wonderful creative stuff. I've been watching Nora for quite a while now, and I've enjoyed her content very much. Barbara at the Bondi Quilter is new to me, and yes, I've been enjoying her as well. What, few videos I do get to see. I mean, I'm busy either sewing or drawing blocks for everybody, so I mean, we haven't had a lot of time yet on my time to be watching YouTube. I guess there's a whole bunch of stuff in the show notes that you got to look at, right? There's always so much. Now, we have a Facebook group, and there's all sorts of fun community chats and fabric exchanges by country to keep postal costs down. We have a virtual sewing room hosted by Discord, so you have a sew date now 24/7. The admins say, please agree to the rules, please answer all the questions, and that way they can let you in a lot quicker. They're trying to keep the scammers out and, just keep it very safe for quilters. Also, I speak for free to quilting groups and quilting guilds, and you can message me under my About tab where I have an email address, or you can message me directly through the Facebook group. This is my way of giving back to the quilting community, and I have some fun ideas on, elements of design, charity quilts, and working with scraps. So if that's what your guild or group is into, yes, I'd be happy to give them a speaking engagement. Also, if you, as a viewer, see other channels, YouTube channels that are strictly quilting, that are working hard, having fun, and have a wonderful voice, let me know. I'd be happy to give them a shout out. It's like me having thousands of eyes scanning the internet looking for quilting channels that are either new or have been around a long time and that are really good, so that's kind of what I would like to see. And don't tell them you're sending their name for a shout out. It's their way of sneaking around and doing something fun for people. Also, I've got involved with 2 collaborations this year, this spring, summer, and fall. The first one is Donna, Handmade by Ying with Donna, has organized the Back to Basics collaboration, and she's organized a bunch of YouTubers to give us back to basic lessons. And we're having a lot of fun in there. And it's geared for beginners, but it's good to watch if you've been around quilting for a while and you may have picked up a bad habit or two, because that's kind of important. Those lessons are kind of important for everybody. Also, I got involved with the Quilters Circle Challenge, and that's with Michelle from Bits and Pieces, Sam Alberts, Deb from Sewing with Debbie, Kelly from Kelly Moon, the Silly Moon Quilts, Kelly from Kelly's Quilts Plus, and Future Cat from New Zealand. We have just been having a ball putting out a theme, and then what does that theme mean to you? So we're challenging each other and our viewers, and we're coming up with some really fun, lovely stuff. Also, you'll see the Zoom sew dates in there as well. It's the first Saturday of every month from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, because I'm in Alberta, Canada, and that's how we roll. We get up at 9 o'clock a.m. to come sew with you guys for the whole day. Also, if you guys want to help us out, please make comments, thumbs up, share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss content. And hype is on your cell phone. I don't know too much about that, but you only get so many hypes a week, and we would really appreciate it if you could give us a hype, because that would change our analytics and it would drive our videos forward so we could reach more quilters. Now, So Yeah is running their annual charity drive, and it ends August 15th for the homeless people in Alaska. Now, I'm not sure when this film will drop, but if it drops after August 15th, you've missed it. I'm so sorry that we couldn't get it to you sooner, get that information to you sooner. But you could definitely either check out their YouTube channel or check out their .com to see if they're going to be running one for next year, or whether, you've got still time to get one in for this year, because that would be really, really fun to do for those people. They run it every year, I believe, and they're just having a blast with it. The people who participated said it was a hoot too, so it was kind of a fun way of doing things. Also, another charity drive is the Orchid Valley Quilt Guild in Kelowna, BC. Now I'm going to have where you mail all this stuff. They're looking for 4-inch or 8-inch unfinished blocks, and they need them by October 15th. So that means they have to be in the mail to them by October 15th. Now I'm going to have the address and everything where you send it. What they're doing with those heart blocks is they're creating charity quilts for their community, and they kind of think, probably they think they're going to get some from other parts of BC, but they don't know about the rest of Canada, you know, the US. And if you're watching from Europe or any other country, please send them a block. I think they would be like, oh my goodness, this really went far and wide. And I guess it's also been mentioned, we're filming this the Friday before Father's Day, so it's the 19th of June. And I guess it's being announced as well at Quilt Canada, so in Winnipeg, that's being held. So this is kind of a fun thing to do, right? So anyway, so that would be a great, those two charities would be really great. I think that's it. That's all we've got. So come on in. Let's get to the sewing of double X. Okay, we're at the sewing machine. Now, if you have that easy angle ruler, this block is so fast for you to cut out and do, it's ridiculous. Because you cut all your half square triangles first, you lift your other color away, and your low volume, in this case the pink, right, this is a Libs Elliott pink from her Thunderbolt. The low volume then goes down, and you have some, you know, you cut 3 little squares out and you're good to go. This, like I say, is so fast, so quick. I did give the traditional cutting instructions for the half square triangle in case you don't have that ruler, but like I say, I didn't want to buy it for such a long time because I thought, well, I know how to cut, you know, half square triangles. I know how to do this. I don't need a little tool. And then I had some extra money jingling in my jeans one day, and I bought that ruler. Now there's other ones on the market too that you can buy, you know. But I was surprised how fast and efficient this was. And it's already got 1 dog ear cut off. So that's also really quick. So, there we go. So there's our half square triangles. Now, when you're doing this block as well, because, you know, they all go together so quickly, you leave it so it's fast to sew. Like, you don't lay them all out. You go, okay, we're just going to sew and get this done quickly. Because I know sometimes I don't have a lot of extra time. So I'm just going to trim off the dog ears on the other side. There we go. I just love this block. So easy, so cute. And I don't think I've presented this one, so at least not in a mini Monday. One of the other things going on in the background that you guys aren't aware of, I'm making 4 patches, half square triangles, all sorts of little things that will fit, like, you know, rails units, you know, quarter square triangles, that kind of thing. So, you know, that I have this coming together just to add more blocks. And at some point we're going to change the color of Mini Monday and work with other colors, because I think it's good finally to get some other colors going. So you're just laying out your double X just like this. Double X works so brilliantly. It's basically a 9 patch now when you're done. When you're done with this, it's like a 9 patch. And everybody's got a little bit of writing or something on it, which is kind of cool, right? So now we're going to put this together exactly like a 9 patch. And wait a minute, there. Okay. There we go. Yeah, just pick up your pieces one at a time. Yeah, this block has been known by quite a few other names too. So I imagine this is why beginners, when they first start quilting, they're like, have you guys make up your mind what you're calling this? Because, like, wow. yeah, it's kind of nuts how we change the names. And I was reading the Barbara Bachman. Sometimes it's regionalized, right? The name, it's called one thing in a region, and it's not called that in another region. So yeah, it's the same block. Yeah, it's confusing for beginners. This Libs Elliot, I only had the pink here. I only had just a wee bit of it, but wow, is it ever pretty? I think the other, I can't remember where I got the gray from, but okay, and now, okay, there we go. Ooh, lined up perfect. Okay, perfect. There we go. Now, before we start sewing the other direction, this is why I like webbing. Before we start sewing the other direction, we want to take a quick look and make sure everything's going the right way. Yes, it is. So then we make the decisions how we're going to put this together. Okay, there we go. There, that's going to lay nice and flat. And that's going to lay flat. There. There we go. And you can do this. You can quickly change this size. You know, if you didn't want to work with something this small, you could quickly change it to, you know, 4 or, you know, whatever, 4-inch blocks or 4-inch squares or 3-inch squares or whatever you felt more comfortable with. I mean, it would work. It would work well. Okay. And yeah, you nest your corners as tightly as you can. Here, there we go. There. Now, nothing swirls on this, I bet. Oh, it might. No, it probably doesn't. No, it does. Oh, maybe. Let's try. Let's try. No, that won't. It won't swirl. So, what we're going to do is press from this down. There we go. Press this in this way. Press this in and out. And out. There. Just like that. So now everything on this side should match up pretty well. So that's kind of a pale block, but the gray is just a bit darker, so you do have enough contrast there. Plus you got a little splash of gold here. Now, very nice. All the corners are meeting up really well. All the points work right there, because you've taken your time to nest it. Now you could change this, instead of having it 2 inches, you know, where this is a 2-inch finished or unfinished half square triangle. No, 2.5, sorry, 2.5. Yeah, then you could change this and make the block larger, right? Because all of these pieces would come out of the same size strip, right? If you use a handy angle ruler. So yeah, this is a very quick, easy block. This block looks fabulous scrappy. Fabulous. It looks fabulous scrappy. So anyways, let's give it a good press and we'll get to our ta-da moment. Okay, so here is our cute little double X. Now, I see a lot of these when they're done. Sometimes they're put on point in a quilt and they're cute. This is such a fast cut. If you make your strips and you have that easy angle ruler, you can make this quilt very, very quick. And you can change the size and scale of your half square triangles and your squares just by changing the size of your strip, right? So it works. This works out really quick. Really, really fast block to make. You know, it looks great, scrappy. You know, it's just so much fun. Just, you know, remember your dark, medium, and your light, or your low volumes. This is qualified as a very light medium, by the way, but we're using it. It's fine. It works okay against the gray. So, but anyways, I hope you're having fun in your sewing room, and remember to play with your fabric and your quilting and just have a lot of fun today. So you guys stay well until we meet each other again. Okay, bye! My husband and I would like to thank you for all of your support and watching our videos and sharing and liking. It has just been, you've put us on such an amazing journey and we are having so much fun. I hope everything is going so well in your life and you know your 1/4 inch is perfect. Everything is working out for you. And we're just so happy to be part of your life and you having, like I say, you're watching us. I was just so thrilled that you're doing that. So I want to say goodbye and I want to thank you with all my heart. Okay? Take care. Bye.